You would think after everything they built together, the tension between Dame Dash and Jay-Z would have faded by now. But according to new reports making waves online, things may have just turned personal again. Fans are stunned after clips and rumors started circulating claiming Jay-Z threw subtle shots at Dame Dash during a recent conversation, with social media users convinced the billionaire rapper mocked Dame's appearance, specifically rumors about his teeth falling out. And the internet completely exploded. Now Dame Dash is firing back in a way only Dame can. In several heated reactions spreading across blogs and fan pages, Dame appeared furious, calling the entire situation goofy, while accusing people around Jay of trying to embarrass him publicly. Emotions ran high as fans began picking sides, with some saying Jay crossed the line, while others argued Dame took the comments too personally. But what really has everybody talking is the deeper history behind this fallout. Because this isn't just two former business partners throwing insults. This is decades of tension, betrayal, money disputes, ego clashes, and unresolved bitterness suddenly boiling back to the surface. And if these reports are true, this latest exchange may have reopened wounds that never actually healed. The internet went into complete chaos the second those reports started spreading. 1 minute people were casually scrolling through celebrity blogs, and the next minute everybody was suddenly talking about Dame Dash and Jay-Z again. Fans could not believe that after years of silence and distance, the tension between the two former Rockefeller giants was once again becoming public entertainment. And what made the entire thing even messier was the fact that nobody could fully confirm where the alleged comments originally came from. Some people claimed a clip had been circulating in private industry chats, while others insisted the story had been exaggerated by gossip pages chasing engagement. Still, that did not stop social media from turning the situation into an all-out war. According to several online discussions and reports making rounds, people believe Jay-Z may have taken a subtle jab at Dame's appearance during a recent conversation tied to industry gossip. Fans instantly connected the alleged comments to rumors surrounding Dame Dash's health and financial struggles over the years. Within hours, reaction channels, bloggers, and hip-hop pages started reposting clips of Dame looking visibly irritated while addressing people he felt were trying to humiliate him publicly. Dame did not hold back. During one heated response that quickly started trending online, Dame appeared frustrated while speaking about people he believes constantly disrespect him despite his contributions to hip-hop culture. While he never fully confirmed every rumor being spread online, fans immediately assumed he was addressing the Jay-Z situation directly after he called certain unnamed figures goofy and accused them of acting fake behind closed doors. These dudes act different when cameras are on, Dame reportedly said during one emotional rant being reposted across fan pages. Everybody wanna laugh and play games when they think somebody going through something. That single moment sent social media into another frenzy. Fans were shocked at how quickly the tension escalated. Some people defended Dame Dash, arguing that regardless of personal issues, mocking somebody's appearance or health would be crossing a line. Others believed the internet was blowing everything out of proportion and creating drama out of incomplete clips. But even then, emotions ran high because the history between Dame and Jay has always carried emotional weight for hip-hop fans. For years, people have debated what truly destroyed the relationship between the two men who helped build Rockefeller Records into a cultural powerhouse. Back in the early days, Dame Dash was known as the loud, fearless businessman willing to challenge anybody standing in the way of success. Jay-Z, meanwhile, became the calm strategist whose focus remained on elevating himself musically and financially. Together, they looked unstoppable. But behind the scenes, reports of disagreements, control issues, and business conflicts slowly started building tension. Former associates close to the situation have spoken for years about how different their personalities were. Dame reportedly preferred confrontation and aggressive loyalty, while Jay allegedly became more calculated and distant as his fame exploded worldwide. Fans now believe those personality clashes never truly disappeared. They just became quieter over time. The current rumors reopened every old conversation. Clips from past interviews suddenly resurfaced online. People began reposting old moments where Dame accused former friends of abandoning him after achieving success. Others shared older Jay-Z interviews where he carefully avoided discussing their fallout in detail. The family of Rockefeller supporters became divided again almost overnight. Even celebrities and media personalities quietly joined the discussion. Some commentators argued that Dame's emotional reaction showed deeper pain that had been buried for years. Others claimed the entertainment industry has a habit of turning former friendships into public humiliation once money and power become involved. One podcast host even said, "This feels bigger than jokes. This sounds like years of resentment finally exploding again." Meanwhile, fans kept analyzing every tiny detail. People zoomed into video clips, studied facial expressions, and created entire theories about secret tensions still happening behind the scenes. TikTok creators turned the alleged drama into viral storytelling videos, while reaction channels spent hours debating who was really telling the truth. But what truly intensified the situation was the reaction from longtime hip-hop supporters who remembered how important Dame Dash once was to Jay-Z's rise. Many fans argued that history was being rewritten unfairly. They pointed out that Dame played a massive role in building Rockefeller during its peak years, helping create opportunities, connections, and marketing moves that pushed the brand into mainstream culture. That conversation sparked another emotional debate online. Some people accuse the industry of disrespecting Dame because he no longer holds the same financial power he once had. Others argued that personal accountability matters and that Dame's public behavior over the years damaged many relationships. The arguments became so heated that entire live streams were dedicated to breaking down who betrayed who first. Through all the noise, one thing became obvious. This was no longer just gossip about alleged insults. The entire situation had turned into a reflection of old friendships falling apart under fame, ego, money, and public pressure. And as more clips continued spreading online, fans started wondering whether this tension had secretly been boiling for much longer than anybody realized. As the online arguments kept getting louder, even more old stories started resurfacing around Dame Dash and Jay-Z's complicated history. Fans who had followed hip-hop for decades began revisiting interviews, documentaries, and old backstage footage looking for clues that the friendship may have been broken long before the public realized it. Every clip suddenly carried a different meaning. Every old joke looked suspicious. Every awkward moment between the two became internet evidence for people convinced the tension had never truly disappeared. What made everything even more emotional was the way fans connected the alleged situation to Dame's personal struggles over the years. Many people remembered how outspoken and fearless Dame used to be during the peak Rockefeller era. He walked into rooms with confidence, challenged executives publicly, and carried himself like somebody who believed he could never lose. Seeing him now involved in viral gossip about health rumors and public disrespect hit longtime supporters differently. One fan wrote online, "Watching these legends turn into internet drama hurts because they built an entire era together." That comment alone went viral. Suddenly, the conversation became less about the alleged insult and more about the downfall of friendships in the entertainment industry. People started debating whether success changes people permanently. Others questioned whether fame eventually destroys trust between business partners. The family of hip-hop fans became completely divided. At the center of it all was Dame Dash himself, who seemed increasingly irritated by how the internet was framing him. During another circulating clip, Dame reportedly spoke about people constantly trying to reduce his legacy to jokes and memes rather than respecting what he accomplished. "People act like they forgot who helped build this culture," he allegedly said while appearing visibly frustrated. "Everybody got jokes when they think somebody down." The emotions in his voice instantly grabbed attention. Some fans sympathized with him immediately. Others accused him of feeding the drama by responding publicly. But regardless of opinions, people could not stop watching. Reaction channels broke down every sentence he said. Bloggers created headlines within minutes. Entire live-stream debates appeared overnight discussing whether Jay-Z truly meant disrespect or whether fans were creating a narrative bigger than reality. Then another twist made things even messier. Several social media personalities began bringing up old accusations and business conflicts connected to Rockefeller's collapse years ago. Suddenly, the conversation shifted from alleged personal insults to long-standing resentment over money, loyalty, and betrayal. Fans. The contrast instantly. Some said Jay's silence made him appear more powerful, while others argued Dame's raw honesty made him feel more authentic. The internet could not agree on anything. Then another unexpected twist pushed the story even further. A viral clip started spreading from an older interview where Dame spoke about loyalty, respect, and how quickly people change after achieving success. Although the interview was years old, fans treated it like a direct response to current rumors. In the clip, Dame appeared emotional while describing how painful it feels when former friends become strangers once fame and money enter the picture. Everybody smiles together when they building, Dame reportedly said in the resurfaced footage. But when the power shifts, suddenly people forget everything. Fans instantly flooded comment sections with emotional reactions. Some people claimed the clip proved Dame still carried resentment after all these years. Others believed it simply showed how deeply personal the Rockefeller breakup really was behind the scenes. Even casual viewers who normally ignored celebrity drama admitted the tension felt real. At the same time, critics started questioning whether social media was intentionally fueling the conflict for entertainment. Several commentators pointed out that no complete verified footage of Jay-Z directly insulting Dame had actually surfaced publicly. Yet despite that, gossip pages continued pushing dramatic headlines because they knew audiences would engage emotionally. That realization created another debate entirely. Some fans accused bloggers of manipulating the story for clicks. Others argued that Dame's own reactions kept giving the rumors more energy. The situation became messy because everybody interpreted events differently depending on which side they already supported. Still, the emotional impact remained undeniable. One thing people kept discussing was how different both men's lives became after their partnership ended. Jay-Z transformed into a billionaire businessman connected to luxury brands, corporate ventures, and global influence. Dame, meanwhile, often positioned himself as an outspoken independent figure criticizing the industry system itself. That contrast made the current rumors feel symbolic to many fans, almost like a public collision between two completely different philosophies about success. The family of hip-hop supporters was left divided again. Some viewers defended Jay-Z's quiet approach, saying successful people avoid public emotional reactions. Others respected Dame for refusing to stay silent when he feels disrespected. Neither side wanted to compromise. Every livestream discussion turned into an argument. Then came another emotional moment that caught attention online. During one circulating discussion, Dame reportedly became visibly irritated while talking about people treating personal struggles like entertainment. Although he never directly confirmed every rumor tied to the situation, many fans believed his frustration was aimed at the nonstop jokes spreading across social media. People laugh at pain because they think it can never happen to them, Dame allegedly said. That quote hit differently for many viewers. Suddenly, the conversation shifted again from simple celebrity drama to something more human. Fans started discussing how quickly the internet turns public figures into memes without considering real emotions behind the headlines. Even some people who normally criticize Dame admitted they felt uncomfortable watching personal rumors become viral entertainment. At the same time, others insisted the situation reflected years of unresolved bitterness between powerful personalities who once changed hip-hop together. People continued revisiting old footage, trying to pinpoint the exact moment everything fell apart between Dame and Jay. Every interview, every backstage interaction, every awkward laugh suddenly looked suspicious through the lens of current rumors. And through all the chaos, one uncomfortable truth kept lingering over the entire situation. Nobody seemed fully ready to let the past go. The fame changed. The money changed. The empire changed. But the emotional tension surrounding that broken relationship still carried enough energy to shake the internet decades later. As the controversy kept growing online, people started noticing something even more uncomfortable beneath the surface of the drama. The situation was no longer only about alleged disrespect, viral rumors, or social media reactions. It had become a public reminder of how quickly relationships can collapse once fame, money, and pride enter the picture. And for many longtime hip-hop fans, watching Dame Dash and Jay-Z indirectly tied to another wave of tension felt almost surreal. What made the atmosphere heavier was the emotional exhaustion people noticed in Dame's recent appearances. Fans began saying he looked tired of constantly defending his legacy while being reduced to internet headlines. Every time an old clip resurfaced or another rumor spread online, the conversations instantly turned into debates about failure, success, and who truly deserved credit for Rockefeller's rise. One fan commented, "It feels like people only remember Dame when there's drama." That statement triggered thousands of reactions because many supporters agreed. They argued that despite all the controversy surrounding him, Dame Dash remained one of the most influential personalities behind one of hip-hop's biggest movements. Others disagreed completely, insisting that history rewards discipline and strategy, not emotional reactions. The arguments never stopped. At the same time, more media personalities started weighing in on the situation. Some believed the alleged comments and responses reflected years of unresolved tension finally spilling into public conversations again. Others argued the internet itself was responsible for keeping old wounds alive by constantly reviving past conflicts whenever engagement started slowing down. One podcast host said, "Social media turns pain into entertainment before anybody even processes what's happening." That line spread quickly because it captured exactly how chaotic the situation had become. Fans were now dissecting everything: the body language in old interviews, the tone behind old business discussions. Even silent reactions were being analyzed like hidden messages. Every clip involving Dame or Jay suddenly became evidence for somebody's theory. Meanwhile, reports continued circulating that people close to both sides were frustrated by how far the speculation had gone. Some insiders allegedly believed gossip blogs exaggerated details beyond reality just to keep attention focused on the story. But by that point, the internet had already made up its mind that something deeper was happening emotionally between the former partners. The family of hip-hop supporters remained divided. Some people sympathized with Dame completely, believing he was reacting like somebody tired of feeling publicly disrespected after helping build an empire. Others argued Jay-Z's silence spoke volumes because powerful people rarely respond directly to internet chaos. The contrast between both personalities became the center of endless debates. Still, one emotional detail continued standing out above everything else. Despite all the years, success, distance, and public evolution, neither man's name could be mentioned without instantly bringing up the other. That reality alone showed how connected their legacies still remained in the minds of fans. As more reaction videos flooded YouTube and social media, younger audiences became increasingly curious about the original Rockefeller era. Old performances started trending again. Classic interviews resurfaced. Fans revisited the chemistry Dame and Jay once shared during the peak of their rise. Ironically, the drama itself ended up reminding people how powerful their partnership once looked before everything changed. But even with all the nostalgia, the bitterness surrounding the breakup never fully disappeared. People still argued about loyalty. People still debated money. People still questioned betrayal. And now, because of these latest reports and viral reactions, those conversations felt alive all over again. Toward the end of one circulating discussion, Dame reportedly made another statement that caught attention online. While speaking about respect and public perception, he appeared frustrated by how quickly people laugh when somebody struggles publicly. "People celebrate you when you're winning," Dame allegedly said. But the second life gets messy, everybody suddenly turns into comedians. That quote hit hard across social media. Even some critics admitted the entertainment industry can be ruthless once narratives start forming online. Fans began discussing how quickly public opinion shifts depending on who appears more powerful in the moment. Some said Dame was being unfairly mocked. Others believed both sides simply moved on differently after their partnership ended. But regardless of opinions, one thing became impossible to deny: the emotional tension tied to Dame Dash and Jay-Z still carries enormous weight decades later. What started as online rumors about alleged disrespect transformed into a much deeper conversation about friendship, ego, legacy, and the painful reality of watching relationships collapse under fame and pressure. And as clips continued spreading across the internet, fans were left wondering whether this chapter of tension would finally fade away again, or whether another response, another interview, or another viral moment could reopen the entire situation all over one more time. So after all these reports, reactions, and viral conversations, one question still remains: is this really old tension boil?